What is up, everyone? JD here. I hope you're doing well today. Got a mail call for you. Let's jump into it. All right, we got some new stuff on the table. There was recently a sale going on. They threw a freebie in there. If I'm honest, that's probably going to end up in a giveaway pile. And then I guess because I put a certain order in, I got this free patch. That'll go into a giveaway pile for you guys a little bit later. So let's do the QSP first. We'll move these slightly to the side. Now, I will say I really have enjoyed my experience with my vault. The glide lock on here has been really good, and I've just enjoyed my time with this one. A fantastic model, excellent ergos, and I think they did an outstanding job with their first crossbar lock, or at least my experience with a crossbar lock for the first time from them. So I decided to go ahead and get a new one to check out another knife with their glide lock on it. That's a new sticker. I haven't seen that one before, but we have the Ripley here. So very interested in checking this one out. G10 model, so very affordable. I think it's actually a little bit cheaper than excuse me, than the Vault was. So we'll move the box to the side for now. And we got G10, reversible fold over steel deep carry pocket clip that comes with a filler tab. That's nice. G10 on here is textured, but it's not too aggressive. Shouldn't really shred up the pockets. You got some really interesting, I guess, call them claw marks maybe from the aliens. I think this is themed from Ripley from the Alien movies, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But this is a little bit bigger than I thought it was going to be, which is okay with me with the larger hands. Let's do that again. Whoa, this is a little bit more stout than the Vault. That's very strong detent on there. Now, they didn't go with, and I understand that's probably a design element. They just went with what I would call more standard thumb studs or crossbar lock studs on there. They almost kind of match the studs that are on the, I'm trying to make sure I'm getting a good angle here. The studs that are on the blade themselves, they step up. There you go. But it's a little bit more sharp. I definitely feel the spring tension is very strong on here. I don't believe they're doing any type of adjustable spring. I'm not able to see real easily down in there. I'm going to take a look. Nope, just one hole. Hopefully you're able to see that. I think it might be focusing on the flashlight. My apologies if it is. The camera's up a little high, so it is sometimes hard for me to see those really good angles, but very good action. Very one thing I noticed when I go to close, it's very strong right here to overcome the crossbar lock and the spring and that last little what do you want to call that? Not range, but that last little area of movement. Yeah, it's very strong right there. So very strong to overcome. Very strong detent on the crossbar lock. Lots of room here. Lots of room. It is 14C28N, and they did a really good job with the static wash. A lot of these companies are doing like a machine satin finish on here, and they did the static wash, and I think that's a great way to kind of mask how easily 14C28N will scratch. So, you know, just to compare, yeah, this is a little bit lighter, even though it's still very strong, probably still up until the Ripley, the strongest crossbar lock detent that I have felt, and boy, they have it locked. There's no play on that one. No play on that one. I should have grabbed it, but like when you look at the clutch lock, which I really like, I think is very well done from Kaiser, but you can see the lock face geometry still has like a little bit of play. You can see the crossbar lock move a little bit there. So the way that it's ramped, even though it is strong and crisp to overcome, the ones that you're seeing here from QSP are just absolutely locked down solid. There is no play, no wiggle whatsoever. Whereas with the clutch lock, and I have one more here also that I think will help you guys because this is a newer release. It's the Bulldog, and it's the same thing. The clutch lock has just a little bit of play. I'm overcoming when I pull it out that far, like I'm starting to overcome. But there is that little bit of what I would call slop. But you never really feel it when, at least for me, you never really feel it when you deploy the knife. It really does feel very, very crispy when you deploy these. Even on the older drop bear, I don't think they've changed much. Yeah, it still feels very good, but these, as good as they are, don't feel as good. Not this one's very strong. So if you felt like, if you experienced the Volt and you felt like that was a little too strong for you, this is not going to be for you. This is very, very strong. I think it's awesome. There's no chance of that blade coming out accidentally by itself. Yeah. Ooh, it did come out. Wow, I'm surprised because, well, I can't get it consistently now. Where was I holding it? Maybe lower. Oh, geez. How did I get? I can't get it to come out. I wonder if I never tried that on this one. I can't. Oh, I can get it to start. It's starting to hurt my elbow a little bit. I can't. Oh, I can't easily get it, I guess is what I should say. Stay tuned for a review on the Ripley. Let me move these out of the way because that's not what we're here to talk about. We'll set the Ripley to the side. Let's take a quick peek at the freebie, and then we'll get into those new models from Civivi. So I've never experienced a slip joint from Boker. It's a freebie, so I'm not sure. Yeah, 12C27, that's fine for a little slip joint. Stainless steel handles, black washed coating, lanyard hole. Oh, it comes with a pocket clip. Okay. Oh, this is super thin. The steel is folded over similar to what you've been seeing from real steel. Okay, so it is a slip joint, but it's more like a Swiss Army knife slip joint with no half stop. And it is very small and dainty. 12C27N is fine for a budget steel. And again, it is a freebie, very thin. Looks like they made the back spring all out of one piece and wrapped it around. That's very interesting construction. Locked up solid. Very strong brake to get it to close. Yeah, not a light spring. Very cool. So that, what is this? The Atlas. So the Atlas will definitely be going into a giveaway. Let me set that to the side and set that over there. Not my type of slip joint, so I am going to go into the Tacticorx. Tacticorx? Is that how we're saying that? Tacticorx. Tacticorx. I went with the shredded G10. I wanted to check that out. And Nitro V blade steel. I've really enjoyed checking out. I hadn't checked out a new Civivi in a little bit, and I really liked the Brian Brown Design X1. I felt like it was very well executed, and oh, there we go. And wanted to go ahead and check out a couple of more new Civivis, and this one here, being that it was full sized, I should have gone ahead and done both, right? I don't want to show that one yet. All right, so that one's ready. So I wanted to check it out. More full size shredded G10. I'd never seen that before. Nothing else in the box. In the package, so they've fully gone from the Elementum to the Cubit. I guess that's their new most popular model, and a couple stickers, product warranty information. They give a very nice microfiber cloth. And here is the knife. Let's go ahead and set the taco and packaging to the side. And this is perfect timing because we're going to be doing a live stream here in a little bit. And that'll give me a chance to kind of show that off. So let me set this box to the side. And there is the what did I call it? The Tacticorx. Tacticorx. That's going to take a minute to remember that name. The Tacticorx. That shredded G10 is beautiful. Very nice looking in person. I don't know how well that'll come across on camera, but that looks really good. We got a flush mounted with recessed screw reversible deep fold over pocket clip. I don't know if they've ramped this down a little bit more. I feel like Civivi has 2 or 3 different pocket clips that I see from them sometimes. Thumb studs, flipper tab, and it looks like it's got good jimping on there. So let's start with the flipper tab. Oh, that's a nice detent. Very nice. They seem to do fairly consistent detents on their stuff. Really thin machine ground, hollow ground. I mean, that is stupid thin right there directly behind the edge. I mean, very thin. The hollow grind goes about halfway up. Fairly thin blade stock, even though it is a much bigger knife. And just for a quick reference, there's the X1, which I consider a small EDC. And there is your Tacticorx. I hope I'm saying that right. I probably am not. You guys will let me know in the comments if I'm not. Nice jimping here on the lock bar. Oh yeah, very easy to actuate. And because you have so much more blade and it weighs so much, it's very smooth on the close. I think we're centered. It looks centered to me at a quick look. Thumb stud action feels good for thumb flicking and for that reverse flick. So very satisfying. Gosh, that is really smooth. We are looking at Nitro V blade steel. Hopefully you can see that. Ceramic bearings in the pivot, a la stamped bearings. Very, very common from what you see for Civivi. Nitro V has really impressed me a lot here lately. And ooh, the ergos feel like they're going to be pretty good, guys. I can't wait to test this one and carry it. I actually may throw this in the pocket now and just carry it for a little while. That's how intrigued I am by this. I really love that shredded G10. Very pretty. Gun stock pattern. Got a tiny little tasteful speed holes. Got some, there's a lot of three line patterns, although wildly different, going on here with these lately. But the Tacticorx definitely has my interest. Clip point blade, swedged. Yeah, I like that. This one definitely feels like a big old user in the hand. So, all right, let's check out the last one here. We'll set this to the side as well. We're not talking about that one today. These are going to be the ones that came in today, right? And we got some giveaway swag for our giveaway coming up 7,000. We're really close. It's been a crawl, but we're very, very close. This one is very interesting to me. I know I'm probably going to mess up the name, but same thing here. It looks like, oh, the sticker got a little bent in there, unfortunately. Same 3 stickers, papers. Oh, we got product information. I might have glanced over that on the other one, and it's making it a little hard to see because it is dark, but we have the Biosphere here. I didn't go for anything super wild because I felt like the knife was wild enough. This one's recessed into the outer layer of G10. That is G10, right? Yeah, G10, that's milled to look like carbon fiber. Recessed holes. Recessed pocket and holes for a reversible clip. We are centered. This thing is stupid lightweight. I mean, I'm not weighing it today because it's not the review, but it feels very light. So is this like, does it say if it's aluminum? Okay, so aluminum with coarse black G10 made to look like carbon fiber. Very unique look. This aesthetic is not going to be for everyone, but it was so interesting, I just couldn't resist checking it out. It feels very thin and slicey. It feels very sharp back here. Not very sharp, but it's sharp here where the cutouts are, and I'm thinking that's going to be for deployment. So let's go ahead and fire this button lock and see what it feels like. Okay, not bad. Oh, we got another hollow grind. I love to see that Civivi is doing more hollow ground blades on their knives. Nitro V steel, so we are seeing a trend of more Nitro V and a little less 14C here lately, it seems like. Well, that's disappointing. I'm landing right on that spot there, so I'm not quite sure. It's a little sharp, if I'm honest. Just right out the gate, a little sharp. I can feel it kind of digging right into my middle finger, so I don't know if that's a big hand thing or not. I wish they would have, I don't know if it would have taken away from the design, but maybe flatten it kind of like you see on the top here. Man, that is really aggressive. That is wild. Wild, wild, wild. So more comfortable here. Ooh, so I cut my, that's because I'm landing. So maybe with smaller fingers, yeah, with slightly smaller hands, you're going to land right in there. For large hands, it is really digging into my middle finger there. Can you choke? That's a little sketch. You can choke here a little bit, but it's a little sketch because it's angled towards the blade, so I don't really love that. Trying to see if I can find a grip where I'm not landing on that, but for me, I'm totally landing on that. Now, if I squish, if I squish into the flipper tab there, yeah, it's not as noticeable because you see, I'm like, I got the meat of my fingers in there, so I feel like with, let me do this hand so I feel like with smaller hands, you're gonna land in there a little bit better. So unfortunately for me, just a little small. Let's try that reverse flick. Button feels good. Is it? No play in any direction, and a little tacky feel, but it's not hard to push in. Like you get a little bit of grip on the button. That's really satisfying, actually, to reverse flick it up high like that. Yeah, you can't get it from down there. You can go any three of those holes. Oh, a little hard there. It's a little close to the button lock, a little too stiff. That bottom one feels good. That middle one feels better. Oops, I'm just flicking everything away, hitting the table, hitting the other knives on the table. My goodness. Ooh, I feel like it almost could fail. Yeah, a little light when you try. If you just rip it, and I mean the action's so good, truth be told, that even when I'm trying to fail it, it's still deploying. But it definitely feels light. But again, if you just naturally are opening the knife, it feels fine. The reverse flick feels better. That's a little disappointing that, I mean, it really is digging into me because of that aluminum. I feel like if they would have just rounded it like they did on this top section and matched it, oh man, that would have been so much better. Maybe I need to hold it back here where I'm all three fingers are in that spot, and I just use the index up there. I feel weird because I feel like I'm way too far back. I want to choke up. I guess, yeah. If I don't go all the way into the knuckle and I'm holding it here, yeah, that feels okay. But when I actually try to bear down, it's very uncomfortable there. But gosh, this thing is stupid lightweight. But there is the Biosphere, the Tacticorx. Man, that's cool. What a weight difference, man. Going from one to the other, that's crazy. We got the Ripley. We got a giveaway with the Atlas here. That'll be going into the giveaway pile for sure, with some swag going in as well. But that's everything new this week. Again, I just wanted to get it opened up real quick because I'm going to be doing a live stream in a little while, and I wanted to show all of this stuff to you guys. If you have any questions or anything that you'd like to know about any of these, let me know in the comments down below. Appreciate you hanging out to this point of the video. If you enjoyed, hit that like on the way out. It does help the algorithm, and consider subscribing if you're not already subscribed. Special shout out and thanks to those channel members. I love you all. I hope you have a fantastic week. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.